Welcome back to my channel, friends. I am in the Black Hills of South Dakota, camping out for a couple of nights and just enjoying the scenery. It truly is a beautiful area, and I have done a lot of driving today. Part of the Needles Highway around Custer State Park. I didn't get to visit the Wind Cave National Park or the Jewel Cave National Monument because, like I did in Kentucky, I missed out on the opportunity to get advance tickets for the cave tours. Apparently, they are sold out days in advance, and if you don't get them, then you're just out of luck. So I just did a lot of driving around, and I did get to check out Mount Rushmore. The energy was just off there, so I did some digging. Mount Rushmore may look like a patriotic symbol, but its history is deeply controversial. Carved into the Black Hills of South Dakota, the monument features 4 U.S. presidents, Washington, Jefferson, Lincoln, and Roosevelt. But the land it's built on was taken from the Lakota Sioux Indians, who considered the Black Hills sacred, and they were here way before we were. The U.S. government seized the territory in violation of the 1868 Treaty of Fort Laramie. To make matters worse, the sculptor, Gutzon Borglum, had ties to the Ku Klux Klan. The monument glorifies leaders of a nation that displaced indigenous people, and it was carved into a mountain they hold sacred. For many Native Americans, Mount Rushmore isn't a celebration of freedom, but a painful reminder of stolen land and broken promises. So if you haven't had the chance to visit Mount Rushmore, don't worry, you're not missing much. However, the Black Hills area of South Dakota is spectacular, and I would recommend you visit this area if you are a nature lover. All right, a real quick view of the van after 2.5 weeks on the road. Here's the back. So what I've got back here is my refrigerator, my Jackery, which is plugged in right here, and it charges while I am driving. I have been sitting still a lot the last couple of days while I've been camped out here at this campground. It's a really nice place, so I'm down to 54%. But I have been staying above 75 because I've been on the road a lot, and I'm going to be driving at least 3 hours today. So this will be going back up. And also it's kind of chilly here, so it doesn't take much to hold that temperature. I've got it set at like 38 when I'm sitting still, and when I'm on the road, I have it set at like 34. Underneath here, I have like, if I want to drag out everything and have set up a little kitchen, I've got my stove. There's my coffee. There's my tripod. That just happens to be there. Water. But I've got my little Jetboil, or, Jetboil knockoff. Fire Maple is still over here on the table. So this is mostly what I've been using to make coffee. But I have only used my propane stove once this whole trip. And whenever I want something hot, if I'm not just picking up takeout from somewhere, what I've been doing a lot, I've got this Hot Logic Mini. This is a really cool contraption. I'll link it below at some point. It's dirty because I spilled some meatballs in there. But this fits a 4-cup Pyrex dish, or you can buy like ready-to-go frozen meals or whatever from the grocery store and stick them right in here. This only gets up to 160 degrees. You could actually touch it and not burn yourself when it's on. And if I put something in here and zip it up, I've got the kind that has a regular plug. It's plugged into the inverter. I have an inverter. And when I'm driving, if I'm only driving all day, I want to heat up food for later, I'll put it in there and let it heat while I'm driving. I could also plug it into my Jackery if I wanted. It kind of draws a lot of power, so I usually just do it when I am driving. So let it run off the car's alternator. Okay, back to the van tour. That was the back. This is the side. You can see my bed. I've already taken my window covers down. When I'm driving, I only take down that one and the rear window, so I can see out of the rear window, of course, out of my rearview mirror. And I need to see. I want to look over my shoulder and be able to see out of that window when I'm changing lanes. The other covers I leave up. That duffel's got all my clothes in it, which are all clean now. I've got a bunch of random stuff sitting over here within easy reach of the bed. I've got several bags and stuff under the bed. I've also got all my camping gear that I haven't even used under there. I've got a tent. I've got a 4-person tent under there. I've got a -20 degree sleeping bag. I've got an awning. I've got a table, which you did see me use in Kentucky, right there, folding table. I've got extra chairs. I only need one. There's only one of me. Over here on the left side, this is the chair I use, and I just kind of tuck it in here when I'm not using it. I've got a lot of extra camping gear in that bin that I haven't needed, but it's there if I need to get to it. I can drag it out. This is my emergency toilet. I've never ever used it, but it's there if I need it, and I've got kitty litter in it. On this side where I just had the Hot Logic, I've just got some random stuff in my front seat, like my speaker, my hat, some sweaters, and I need to refill this bottle today. When I go through Rapid City, I'm going to stop at the Kroger and refill that bottle. But this is my bed. I've got the front propped up on these PVC pipes to level it out. But this is a really comfy Zinus, I think is the brand name, memory foam, and it is really comfortable. I sleep in here. I wake up in the morning like I forget where I even am. When I wake up, it's so dark in my van, and I'm like so comfortable and warm. I'm like thinking I'm at home. And I've made up my bed and put my window covers on it. I've got a couple of extra. Look, I've been sleeping in down to low 30s weather. It was in the low 30s here last night. I have a comforter, this fleece throw, and another fleece throw that I sometimes take out and use outside, but it's on my feet, and I am warm in here. I don't need that big sleeping bag. I've got 2 fans hanging right there. This is a solar light that a lot of people like, the Luminade. It's inflatable, and everything that I need is within reach. All of my food is in this bin that's not refrigerated, and kitchenware and that kind of thing. That's it. I don't have a sink. I don't have a kitchen set up in my van. I don't need it. A lot of people like to do that, but I like to live out of my van, not in it. And if it's raining and I want to, last night, this campground has Wi-Fi, and last night I binged some Hulu shows. It's comfortable, and I could be out here for a long time in this setup. Just had my shower, and I'm getting ready to leave. I've been here for 2 nights. I have made my coffee in my new Mammoth Cave mug, and this was a really good stop. I've been able to really relax here. Hardly anybody's here, and the people that are here camping are all the way on the other side in the RV section. I'm the only one on this side in the tent section. Now I am out of here, and I'm going to stop in Rapid City to go to Kroger, get some water, gas up, and on to the Badlands.